Hey there, and welcome back to Trainwreck, an educational monster train series where you watch me struggle at around 200 Pact Shards. Not much in the way of introductions today. I need to get this recording started because honestly, it's tough. I've had this situation come up a couple times where I've got 5 minutes at the end of the episode that I have to squeeze through because there's a meeting or something coming up, and I need to be better about that. I don't like what that does to a recording. So the problem, of course, is that now that I'm living on a, I want to say, normal sleep schedule, I wake up at around 8. I have to spend some time in order to get to a position where I actually can communicate, because if you just start recording as soon as you wake up, that's going to be terrible. So that's usually a little bit of time. And then there's a meeting at 9:30 or 10 or something. So the alternative is I don't record in the mornings, but then when am I recording? Monster Train, baby. I don't really know when these things can happen if I can't make it work. So we've run into it a couple times where I have not been able to, well, I have finished the episode. I haven't had to, give up or pause in the middle of an episode and come back later, unfortunately anyway, but I have had the situation where I've had to rush the last few turns, and I don't love that, right? I don't love that. So I do think I can potentially do better on that, but I'm not sure. We'll have to figure it out. I might just have to record more on the weekends, but I don't know. I need to try to avoid that too, I think, because I'd like to spend my weekends with my SO or, like, I don't know, playing games, because turns out I enjoy video games and they're fun to play. Anyway, that's something I'm working through. I guess I did have an intro for you. Very well. Our previous run was with Penumbra, kind of. He didn't really do anything. He hit 2 floors for 100 damage and then dies, which is, you know what, fine. Our main line, however, was an absolutely outrageous Kindle Echo Seedling Shroud Spike Wombo combo with a whole bunch of intrinsics, funneling all that into a double multi-strike Glareminder infused with Shard Soul Carver. So that's pretty wild. That thing was hitting for 1,500 damage on turn 1. Turns out that's pretty good. And really, that's it. I mean, we did the same thing on both Divinity and Seraph, and then kind of just pressed end turn because there was no way we were going to take 800 damage to my Glareminder, so we were fine. It was very disrespectful. I just kind of pressed end turn a couple times in some parts of that run and then moved on from there. So we're moving on to Rector. I know here I am concerned about taking too much time on a run, and Rector is classically one of the champions that requires I spend more time thinking, but we'll do what we gotta do. Maybe I get a good burnout run and it's a breeze, but we'll see. I did forget to mention we are on a 14 win streak right now. Moving along, moving up there, pretty good. Happy to see it. And yeah, that's all I've got for you. So as always, do like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. Let's play some Rector. Yeah. You know, he is still one of my favorite champions. There's just something really satisfying about Rector. But we'll see. Oh, interesting. What a start. What a start. All right. I hope you're all doing well today. I'm doing just fine. It's early in the morning. I hopefully don't run into a meeting. If all things are correct, I believe the first meeting is at 10:30 a.m. It's 9 a.m. So let's hope that it doesn't take an hour and a half. Now, if I'm wrong about when my first meeting is, that'll suck because then I'll have to get through it in an hour. But I checked and I'm pretty sure I'm right. We'll find out in an hour if I was correct or not when I get a message on Slack or something. But anyway, let's get in on this. Today we are default melting, default Stygian, a classically kind of contrasting combo, nothing that I think people really enjoy. The problem is, of course, that you start with so many units, which means how do I incant very well? And the incanting line doesn't particularly work out the way you want it to anyway, because you only have so many cards. So we'll see. I think this version of it is much better, I mean, obviously, than the Tethys version of this where you flip the combo, right? Because Tethys suffers a lot more. I also actually think that Soulguard does this a lot worse because is forced incant and you don't have to deal with dregs, right? But at the same time, this is still not great. I would describe this as a subpar clan combo. It's not the worst though, right? I mean, you can still make Incant work and then you can just throw Rector on a floor below or something, but we'll see what we see. We're facing Explosive Sigil, Daedalus, Curse Arcus, and Chaste Seraph. At least it's not Diligent, but Chaste Seraph. Fine. We're using, our cards are Hallowed Drippings, Helical Crystallis, and Remnant Host. Remnant Host is an interesting starter because it kind of immediately enables things like Harvest Lines. But my universal recommendation on Harvest Lines is you never want to do it with Harvest Rector. You want to do it with double Barons that are multi-striking because you need to hit more times. You need offensive scaling like that. And Harvest Rector is only good with a line that has very powerful backlines, right? And I don't think any of the Sirens are. There's, I mean, Nameless Siren kind of, but the problem is you want to be replaying a unit, so you really don't get the incants you want. I don't know. We'll have to see what we see, I suppose. There are lines in this clan combo that work, of course, obviously. Otherwise, it'd be impossible. Let's look ahead. We have temples on 3, 4, 6, 7, and 8. 3 backloaded temples are great. Love that. Dupe on 8 is magic side. It's fine. It's nothing great here. Really good steel shop on 7. It's got a horde and a vortex. Happy to see that. That makes that very powerful. There is a magic shop if needed. Removal dupe horde on 6 is good. I'd like to use that if I can. That's very strong. There is a steel shop caverns next to it if I need to. There's a good magic shop on 5. Worth noting, the only gap here on steel shops appears to be on ring 5. You do see one on 4 and 6, which means we're not seeing one on 3. So that's interesting. Let's see, speaking of 4, there's a good one with a Stygian banner on 4. Hellvent's on the other side of that. Yeah, it was correct. What is it, a steel shop on 3? Yeah. There's a Remnant banner with a horde. Interesting. We also have a Forced Remnant banner on the Steel Shop on 2, although there is a Stygian banner if I see something I really want to upgrade magic side-wise. This is kind of interesting because you're seeing a lot of Remnant banners in the path that you normally would like to take, and you get some good upgrade opportunities. I guess it'll depend on what these units are. Yeah, it's hard to say. Wow, those are tough. My relics are First Hell Pact or Concussive Coals. First Hell Pact is literally just Stygian Spike, Waxen Spike here. That's it. I mean, obviously there's the clanless cards that could show up in events, but I would never count on those. Tough. I mean, I guess I will take Concussive Coals here. That's not great. I don't like Concussive Coals as well because if I see Titan Sentry, I would rather... I mean, okay, I'll take First Hell Pact. Here's the reason. If I see Titan Sentry at all in this run, which is possible, then I would really like enemies to attack him. I've made this mistake recently before in cases where I should just skip this relic because I'm trying to give Concussive Coals the time of day and it's really pretty bad. I think First Hell Pact is going to be my pick. These are both very low impact right now. Yeah, fine. Tough. I get Burnout or Dark Calling. Burnout's doable. I do have Hallowed Drippings in this start. It's a bit risky. What's the top 15? I mean, it's a 15 out of 22 to beat the floor. I could win on ring 1 off the back of just Crystallis if I had to. So I think we can take Burnout and I can avoid any risks here. I could take this Horde, but there's double Hordes here, and I think grabbing both is a big mistake. Here's the thing. There is a draw order where I don't see the Hallowed Drippings in time for Rector. And in that universe, it becomes much harder to kill the bosses with just Crystallis. I'm going to click this horde because Burnout Rector is very strong and there's a good chance I see it. Interesting. Fade's first blade is slow but doable. Improved fireboxes. I mean, I guess it's fine. It could be useful later. Meanwhile, Encased Ember is the most prospective here. But if I do see... I mean, because remember, I have a tomb. Right? I have this Remnant host living here. I could Endless the Remnant host for a shocking amount of Ember. I'm going to take the Encased Ember here, as oddly as it sounds. I could see arguments for some of the others. That doesn't really help me right now, but it's fine. Invasion Trial. Am I happy to take this damage? I think so, yeah. We just play Rector downstairs. Should be fine. Yeah, it's Rector, and then you drag, and then we Crystallis upstairs. I see the Hallow Drippings on turn 1. I guess I could have put down the other drag, but I want to tank with it here. Yeah, I'm going to take 3 damage, and it's going to be fine. Yeah. This is actually perfect. Looking good. Yeah, okay, I kind of anticipated an upgraded fella here, so I'm going to put the Train Steward in front on this floor. This is good because it takes a huge chunk of damage. I can drag middle, and then I will Frozen Lance upstairs, I believe. So I take only 2 more. Sure, seems good to me. We play the Frozen Lance, we play the Dreg down bottom. We chill. Now, we can still lose this combat. Okay, we see the Remnant host here, which is very powerful. I can Crystallis. We're fine. Cool. Great, in fact. Alright, we take 5 for the trial. It's good. It's good. It's a lot of money to start with. Draft Molten Encasement is pretty huge here, I believe. Draft is really strong. I have a burnout line, potentially. I think I could tank on Rector, right? Potentially. If I have to give up one of these, which one am I more likely to want to keep? The Draft, it might do nothing, but it also might just be the multi-strike for my run, right? We should take the Draft here. I think skipping it is a mistake. Offering Token. Crypt Builder. None of these cards are great here. Titan's Gratitude is maybe the only discard I would take in this particular run, but I have the Crystallises. I don't think I need these. The Offering Token is an okay card. I think you take this just in case I end up on an incant line. It does something here. I'll grab it, sure. It's not great, but at least it kind of redraws the thing. I see no value in a Magic side here. Going to be real. I'm leaning Steel for sure. Endless is immediately useful to me. Sure. Quick Incant Armor 2. Interesting. Baron or Thug? I think it has to be Baron. We have the makings of a Harvest line. It could work out. I'll re-roll this shot because Endless and Multi-Strike are both good. Yep. Endless. I mean, yeah, Endless into the Remnant host with a Wickless Baron on the floor is pretty solid. Yeah, that's a true statement. Now, here's the question. You ever put a plus 25 in this Baron? I am looking for... The challenge here is this is Trainwreck, right? I think this plus 25 is critically necessary in Trainwreck, or else Baron dies on turn 1. I think I have to do this, and it'll help too. How strong do I feel? I honestly still feel pretty strong here. I have my Ember solved, Endless into a Remnant host here, which is a tomb, which encased Ember. I'm going to take the Horde here. Drop Cage. Refracting Lens. Ooh, that's pretty tempting. I could see a Dripfall. I could see a Siren Song. both are very powerful with this drop cage prospectively, but I think Refracting Lens is gonna be just disgusting. Cool, and I'll move on. That essentially heals me 10 on this combat. I am going to take the unit draft here. It's scary, but I have the answers to this, I believe. How am I doing this? I'm going to Crystallis bottom floor, so we... Rector, Baron. I for sure Crystallis, but I think I draw first. Yeah, I think Crystallis is going to be the stronger play. And then we put a dragon front here. We clear the floor, which is good. Oh man, we see the Remnant Host, which is actually incredible, right? That's huge. Hallow Drippings. I'm going to draft upstairs because it burns out. I'll play the Train Steward middle to get rid of it, and I will Frozen Lands middle floor. This kills both of the scary guys. We get everything we want here as well. I just Remnant Host upstairs. It dies. That's great. Train Steward middle. And I may as well play double Train Steward up top just to get rid of it. We do want the host to die here, so that's fine. And then Remnant Host, Frozen Lance, and we win. Sure, cool. Good, honestly. Pretty solid. Now, if I see a multi-strike, this looks much better. I do get the infusion here, potentially. Purifying Cleanse. Ah, the Drip Fall. Could have gotten that Drip Fall. Purifying Cleanse is a good pick, especially if I'm going to tank on HP on Rector, so we take this for sure. Flash Freeze, I would like a ping. Yeah, turns out I'd like a ping. I'm going to take that. Ooh. Paraffin Enforcer, huh? I could hard pivot on Paraffin Enforcer here. I should take this unit because I have the draft to make this work. That's true. That is true. Let's take him. I think it's good. This is a possible pivot that we're looking at. Magic Shop, what do I think? -1s, +10s, they're okay. Holdover is, it's fine, I suppose, right? Yeah. I might sneeze in a second here, actually. I feel it coming on. Holdover on Purifying Cleanse is potentially worthwhile as a solution to survivability. It's worth considering. Baron can work. The question is just multi-strike, right? That's the question. Intrinsic goes into a Hallow Drippings if we're shown it. In which case, then I could put the multi-strike into Baron, and I think Baron is the line because of the Remnant Host. I don't think I need another Remnant banner, though. I'm just looking at this, thinking to myself, what would you give me here? Well, Lady of the Reformed I might take. The Magic Shop does not feel that strong to me, is just the thing. What am I going to do? 20 Consume Frozen Lances are fine. I can't really re-roll. I'm going to go to the right. I think I could get more out of this Horde. Light's Gift. Mark of a Champion. Good grief. Those are all very strong pickups. Light's Gift potentially hurts when I need my unit to be hit. Right? I need my unit to hit. If I get Burnout 1, it's not as good either, right? Because it means that my units attack before they burn out. Mark of a Champion, however, turns Rector into a monster. I'm just going to click that. Remnant Banner says, Lady of the Reformed. This looks like it might turn into a very classic line. Yeah, we snap click her. I think that's fair. Now we're looking pretty normal, I think. Pretty normal. Spell chain here is not terrible, actually. So here, I think it's Paraffin Enforcer into Draft, and then Lady in front of Rector. Yeah, I mean, this is a floor I've done before, and it's a good floor. It turns out. Now, immediately, I kind of wish I put that plus 25 into Draft, but it's going to be okay for now. This will work out in my favor. Yeah, this is a straightforward line. We're pivoting on that. Remember, by the way, 200 shards. I think Purge a Frozen Lance here is going to be good. We'll take it. Spell Chain is most likely Purifying Cleanse. And the reason I do it this way is I think this is better if I get a plus 30. I get a double value on the healing. This becomes a pretty decent card. We kind of go ham here, but I feel strong enough. We take the Caverns. Major Refraction? I mean, I Tiny Stone the Lady here is it. Yeah? We Tiny Stone Lady because now I can also, with space, fit. Yeah, okay, so here, check this out. The idea is you have 2 of these Paraffin Enforcer drafts in your deck. The thing is, you want that because it guarantees that you're more likely to see them sooner. Cool, so there's that. The next thing you want is you want Rector on this floor because Rector takes overflow hits. He's worthwhile to do that with. Great. The next thing you want is the Lady in front. Now, so normally this is a 6-space floor. Okay, if you think about it, that's fine. That's okay, right? But this becomes a 5-space floor if Lady gets a -1 space here, which is worthwhile. You also, by the way, could play Baron Self-Infused here and then dupe this sucker like 4 times and use that as your multi-strike, essentially. I think Baron is a weaker line than Burnout in general, so we're going to go in on the Lady, but that is a good pickup. I think in the near term, we're going to be cutting. We're going to be, for sure, cutting Baron, I think. 80 shards, do I feel strong enough? I mean, yeah. I'm kind of hoping for an intrinsic at some point. You could take the bomb upstairs. It's not a terrible choice. Lady in front. Burnout Rector here. And then we Baron middle. And then the bomb has too much HP, so we just kill one of the guys downstairs. And it'll have to do. Funny, but fair. I can and should take the Dreg upstairs. Ooh, buddy, because otherwise it takes this bomb. I can play the Train Steward on middle. I'm going to draw a card, see what we hit. Okay. I will Frozen Lance middle. I think this is a good approach here. The Train Steward even lives now, which is funny. Mid-floor, not looking great. I do see a bunch of units, which I will just get shot, I believe. Here's a Train Steward. I'm looking to clear these out. Enemies walk up. This guarantees that I don't burn out on this next floor. Cool. Good stuff. Incoming damage we like to see. I'm going to load up Baron on middle here with this Remnant Host. I'm going to Crystallis upstairs. The Extinguish will help. Yeah, the Extinguish does answer a lot of my problems. I'm going to Purge a Frozen Lance downstairs, worthwhile. And I just... Honestly, it's a 1-to-1 trade here. I'm going to let this sit, let this ride. I will Frozen Lance downstairs. Looks okay to me. Meanwhile, mid-floor is looking great. Get a bomb again. It's fine. I do get the Paraffin Enforcer on time, which I appreciate. This will be good. So I can do this a few ways. I can Remnant Host in front, which I think I should. Yeah. And then we draft in back. I am going to heal my lady. She is important. I'm going to flash freeze the boss, I suppose. I think that's important. And then we drop in our Hallow Drippings here. That extended burnout is going to be very important. Love that for me. I do get another extended burnout here. Very good. Remnant Host middle seems strong. Cool. I do like that. Big hits coming in. Yeah, right? That does 40. I can actually put the dragon middle here, and I think we get the floor. Yeah, true. We have a lot of Ember, by the way, which is great news. This Baron might do something here. He does a lot, actually. Unbelievable how strong he actually is. I am going to continue playing cards. I guess I can take an additional hit if I Purifying Cleanse the middle here, which is, yeah, another 70 damage. That's worth it. I mean, this is going to be solid. Baron did great, honestly. We clearly win middle, on top rather. I Crystallis twice, and then we're fine. I mean, this looks pretty okay for the moment, right? Yeah, I think this is fine for the moment. What do we get? Ice and Pyre. Formless Child is kind of a reform, but I have Dregs. That's not good. Ice and Pyre is a good additional card to have in this run. We should just take a card like this when we're shown it, I think. Tycoon, Siren, Guardian of the Unnamed. I don't think so. We skip them. Fine. Remember, I do not need Ember in this entire run. Card draw is going to be the most important thing I could see right now. Base will be good, but remember I made Lady tiny so I can get away with draw first, which I think is really powerful here. Cool, cool, cool. We're going to go to the steel shop. I can afford to do some nonsense here. The dupe is good, but I would like to dupe the Paraffin friend after I've gotten an upgrade or two on him. Yes. 2 upgrades, ideally. Now, friends, Quick is pretty good on him, actually. Quick plus 25 is a pretty solid pickup. Baron is also doing okay, and he is actually better than Train Stewards here. So he sticks around, I think. Stygian Banner says, I mean, you could have done the self-infused Siren line. It's not happening on this one. Give me Intrinsic. Yo, Intrinsic. Choice. Intrinsic Hallow Drippings is a guarantee that Burnout Rector doesn't die, which is pretty nifty, I think. Now, I am able to... I could put Dreg in... Oh, now hold up. What if I put Baron into the Lady? That's a weird choice. Let's re-roll this shot before I make a decision there. Or am I going to take Quick? The interesting thing about Quick Paraffin Enforcer here is that this dude hits enough times to win, and if he goes first, he charges my floor, right? So then that's Rage that benefits Lady and Rector. It's pretty darn good. It's quite good, in fact. My main concern on this run becomes, what if I have to play bottom floor? How do I win? Because top floor, I mean, I'd need to lock down the Divinity somehow, right? It's not impossible, but that's a lot of incoming damage to deal with. I didn't see stealth in the way that I wanted, or I took the draft instead of stealth, which I do think was correct, by the way. His plus 25 always goes in draft. I mean, he has to survive spikes and all manner of other nonsense, so for sure we do this. Is Quick the right choice, though? It's pretty darn good. He already hits twice. That is 4 hits on my floor. It also makes up for the fact that I have 1 less plus 25 in the Lady here. I think it is the Quick, by the way. I think so. We'll take that. Now, I can't reroll and do much. I could put a Burnout 1 into the Remnant Host if I absolutely have to. This is probably correct. Even though I don't really want this necessarily, I think it is correct to do so. Since it's here, this guarantees at least on a turn where there's no enemies that I get it back. Dark Calling Pivot. Now, the Dark Calling Pivot is interesting because it's a great way to get Lady back if she dies. And I can make up the incoming damage a little bit here. It's an interesting question. Dark Calling Pivot is pretty good. Obviously, I'd love Burnout because of the Mark of a Champion. He goes to 145 and just slaps a dude for 215 on turn 1. That's really strong, as it turns out. But Dark Calling is the, oh no, I burned out. I'm not worried about burning out. I'm worried about losing the lady here. She is kind of an important part of the run. I'd like to get her a plus 25 at some point. True. That is true. I could give her the Baron infusion, which I think I will do, actually, because that gives her some survivability. I suppose I could also give her a Dragon Fusion or a Train Steward infusion, both of which are functional pickups, I suppose. I mean, the Baron is better because there will be at least some death on this floor. And with Quick, those kind of get out of control fast, maybe. I'm going to actually take Burnout 2 here. We'll see how we feel. If I see another pivot, I might take it later. I do have to take stuff. Remember, by the way, remember. Spell Chain. I mean, I'm going to Spell Chain a Hallow Drippings. Am I? That seems weak. I think I might Spell Chain the Ice and Pyre, actually. It's not a great card, but I could Spell Chain -1 this, and it's okay. I have backloaded temples, right? I do, 3 of them. I'll take the intrinsic at least. This is going to guarantee that we don't lose Rector, which I do value quite a bit. Not that I was worried about that necessarily, but I do think that this is worthwhile to intrinsic. Now, I could and should do Baron Infusion here. This guarantees I'm seeing Lady on turn 1. Which I think is an improvement, because then she's getting hit by that Burnout Extender, which is good. Yeah, we're going to do Baron into Lady here. That's 115 shards. We are scared. We move on. That's... Don't be Pyrelight Master. Thank you. Thank you. I am... not that weak, but I am not that strong. Can I take this Spell Shield? I mean, this is just Crystallis getting knocked down a peg. I can afford this. I have the Refracting lens for this, but it's very scary, right? It is very scary. I can Flash Freeze that guy, yeah. So we will accept the Ember Drain here. This is an active acceptance. I get both Hallow Drippings. I might not play them, actually. We'll Train Steward middle, and I'll Flash Freeze downstairs. This kills the Absolver because of Frostbite. I want to hold this other Hallow Drippings for the moment. I'll redraw it. Not concerned. No! Collector, no. I'll Offering Token. Very sad. I can... not really do much. I don't think I need to worry about the Purifying Cleanse, so I guess I'll just shoot this man. I'll put it downstairs, actually. Sadness. My money. Where's my money? I get the Draft. That's good. Draft is a solid pickup here. I could put a Dreg in front, but I'd like to leave that spot open. This helps the floor a ton. And I just get units killed, I'm pretty sure. Like, goodbye, Dreg. I knew thee well. I do get the Crystallis on middle. I did this intentionally, so that's good. Thank you, Paraffin friend. He's going to power me up quite a bit. Hopefully to an extent that I can do it. I mean, yeah, look, my floor kind of goes nutty here. Do I seriously just not puncture that back dude at all? Wow. That's impressive, in fact. Well, I could do the math. I didn't do the math. Hey, look, that sucks. Well, I take 30 damage. Okay. That's unfortunate. But hey, Refracting Lens. Remember, we did this intentionally. You play the Dreg. We, I guess, play the card that doesn't do anything here. Don't take anything from him. How's bottom floor, or how's this floor looking here? Now, this is tough. I should draw here. Okay, now the problem is I can save 9, but it puts the remnant in the back, which I don't love. I think we drop a Frozen Lance here. If I play the Remnant Host, I just think all it does is it takes these hits. Right? I think this is still correct. We have to extend the burnout in the back here. It's important. I will Hallowed Drippings. We take another 15 and this curse, unfortunately. It's not good. I just Weight of Contrition a bunch here. I Crystallis this boss for sure. I don't think I want this to burn out necessarily. I think we win. If I Remnant Host here, I'm taking, what, 3 curses plus 5 curses? I redraw him, though. I mean, I could afford it because of the Ember. I guess. That's a lot. Well, we do win. We do win. Sure. Okay, fair enough. Well, it's fine, I suppose. It's fine, I suppose. I mean, she's hitting for 100. We ate 35 there. Not great, but we can make it back. Votavary is a very interesting card. Crushing Demise has got to be it, I think, right? Yeah, Crushing Demise. Good card, it turns out. I think Crushing Demise is taken here for sure. Drain is an answer to Divinity. Right? I mean, yes. So is Frenzied Swarm, technically. So is Frenzied Swarm, kind of. I mean, I have to hit the holdover. I'm going to Drain here because I could get away with, I think, a double stack would do it too. I think those are the key cards for this run right now. I will go to the right. I do think removals are valuable. Yes, and I think I am in a point where I could use a holdover finally. I think the cuts are almost certainly Train Stewards here, but we'll see. Double stack? I mean, double stack Drain is also an answer. 20 consume on Frozen Lance. This is so good for me. It gets rid of the card, and it's now worth 5 Pyre health. The -1. Where am I going? I'm Steel Shopped almost out. I'm looking for maybe a +25, and that's it. True enough. So I'm thinking removal dupe on 6 for the second Paraffin friend, and more removals. I'm thinking Magic Shop on 7, maybe. I mean, I'm going to the Magic Shop on 8, right? I am, that's true. Leave this slot open. I'm going to double stack the Drain because I have the Ember for this, and I might see a -2 here, right? I think that's good. This lets me -1 the Crushing Demise, which always gets this for sure. Yes, I can re-roll because there's money in the middle. Okay, Eternal Stone. I want the Surge Stone onto a Frozen Lance for sure. I will take the -1 into what? In truth, Flash Freeze, probably. This card is solid. I do like playing it every time I see it. Could also be Ice and Pyre, but I would like to just shove some +10 piercings and stuff in there. So we'll take the Flash Freeze here. It's a card I want to play every time. Cool. The removals are, I believe, just the Train Stewards here. I have the Dregs if I desperately need the infusions. Small deck is going to be important. This money is not immediately valuable to me. I guess I could buy a removal. That's true. That is a true statement. This deck is looking kind of tidy now. If I can get small enough that I can just see this Drain on a repeat, will be good. I think a removal is worthwhile. How do I deal with Crystal Cloak? I mean, Save my units, maybe? I guess. Rector has a lot of life. I suppose that's true. It's potentially, I mean, we potentially scale HP on Lady, too, with the Remnant Host. Going over that third 120 here. I mean, I'm not spending this money right away. I think we skip the cash. It's fine. We move on from here. I think this is funny. Crystal Cloak is scary. This is Harvesters of Death. Everything is going to be upgraded. As much as I would love this money, I think it's a great way to lose. Right? I think... Oh, that's a great way of losing. I think we can take it. Oh, I'm very disrespectful on this combat. This might kill me. Wow, that's actually a shockingly doable bottom floor. It's Rector, it's Lady, it's Drippings. I definitely clobber one of these, and then Frozen Lance it. We'll do our best. I want to punch these numbers into... Oh, interesting. Well, Offering Token first. Triple Dreg on this floor is a little concerning. Now, how much damage is he doing? 10? I would like to Flash Freeze and Crushing middle. Yes, 50-50 of hitting the back. Incredible. Great job. I want one Dreg dead here. I guess I could play 2 Dregs here and it's okay. It feeds the next floor, which I don't love, but... Okay. So, like, I mean, you saw that. That's not great. We don't love it. This is a tough floor for what we're trying to do. Remnant Host is a good pickup here, but unfortunately it burns out on this floor, sadly. I do not need the Purifying Cleanse right now. I want to put damage into middle. I think that is a true statement here for sure. The sap is pretty okay, I think. They burn out anyway. I can get away with Remnant Host downstairs here because it's just armor into one guy. I think I need to work on this middleman. So we're going to Crystallis him. Mid-floor's looking tough. I am going to Crystallis him. Every little bit of damage potentially helps. Should I toss a Purifying Cleanse and leave in the Purge copy? I don't think I need to. There's no healing benefit here. True. I might see my Dragman. I hope I do. I do. That's great. We kill a guy. That's pretty nifty. I want to play the draft for sure. Doesn't change anything. How does this Crystallis change anything? Okay, it does not change anything. Now, the real question you have to ask yourself is it worse or better? I mean, I definitely take another set of... I take so much damage from playing this Remnant Host upstairs. I think I have to play it middle. Like, I know this is weird, friend. I truly do, but I think I have to take these hits. Okay. Suboptimal, really. I do kill the front guy, which is great news. I think I crush middle. That's not great, admittedly. I think so much armor coming in. Okay, that does help. I can now play the Hallowed Drippings here for more HP. I'm taking another 30. Okay, I don't love it, but we take 30. This floor also looks like a nightmare to me. Crystallis. Flash Freeze. I mean, I have to drain this man in the back to avoid dying, I think. Right? So I have to Remnant Host bottom floor. I Flash Freeze him in the back. I play Frozen Lance, and then I drain him. And this will have to do. The 6 sap is enough to buy me turns here. Right? He doesn't kill me. Yeah. Now how the heck do I beat middle? I mean, I do play some Purifying Cleanses here, baby. I love that. Hit points. We love hit points. Crushing Demise. It's funny. I mean, I think the play is I self-ping the Remnant Host upstairs. Right? Now, hold up. Burnout happens first? Die to Crushing Demise, please. That kind of sucks a lot, huh? I almost get this. What in the hell? Crystallis. I win? Don't mess with this. This is important because I need the burnout to extend on my draft here in order to win. Just don't touch it. We have the X, press end turn. Very strange. I mean, I need to make sure that the lady is getting hit is the thing. Wow, incredible. I mean, we almost lost, but we got it. Tough. Wicked Blaze is probably a pretty good card here. Mortal Entrapment and conflict a little with the Drain. We already have the double stacked Drain. I don't think I need that anymore. It would also work, though. It's potentially stronger here. How do I feel about Wicked Blaze? I mean, having a reform is probably pretty good. I think I need to take one reform here. Unnamed Tome, Snap Click. By the way, 20 consume in the Frozen Lances saved the run. In case you had any doubts. Am I going to take damage on Arcus? Buddy, I don't know, but I don't think I have a choice. There's no Pyre healing here. We're going to go to the right. We're going to ham out. Honestly, it is the world. A little late for Capricious Reflection. I'll take the guild marker here. It's fine. I'm going to plus 30 my Purifying Cleanse, probably. Purge a Train... I mean, not a Train Steward, a Frozen Lance, I think. Get rid of one of these. Pretty good. Worth. Shrink the deck is important, I think. Plus 30. It's going into Purifying Cleanse, I believe. I need this big heal, I think. Yeah, I think that's just important. 140. I think I easily get it here. I'm going to get to 155 because I'm Paraffin Enforcer duping here. Okay, and then I can take 50 pretty comfortably. The cuts here are... We're getting narrow, is the way I will describe this. Pretty narrow. We're at the stage where if I just delete a Crystallis, technically I redraw the other Crystallis faster, so I think it's removal on that one. I could cut a Dreg. I think I will cut a Dreg. I believe, yeah. I think it is correct to do so. Speed up my initial draw through, which I think is worthwhile. I'll leave in 4, I'm pretty sure. No -2 here. I could always self-infuse them if I have to. 5 HP in a Dream, I think I can get it. I'm not as scared of Arcus here because of a few reasons. One, it's not that scary of a combat. I could play bottom. No, I can't. Rally Shards, buddy. Rally Shards. I guess we're playing top floor then. The exact wrong upgrade order here. I can't Frozen Lance out the front here, which is terrible. I think I have to accept Ember Drain and a Curse here, unfortunately. I do think this is a Hallow Drippings turn. I do think it's Drag middle. I do think it is Purifying Cleanse. You may as well extend it there. And I'll play out the Frozen Lance. I could draw another one. Curses, they suck. I hate to see it. I do get Paraffin Enforcer 1 in, which is nice. Love that for me. Mid-floor, I mean, I'm going to crush bottom. Good. Ping ping. I can do some work on middle floor, huh? And get the front man killed, at least, and play the Weight of Contrition out. I lose my 5 healing, but that's okay for the moment. This guarantees me at least something upstairs to hit, which I like. Cool. I mean, here's the deal. I'm gonna play the Draft Friend here, and I'm gonna play a Weight of Contrition, and then I'm gonna discard the other Weight of Contrition, and I'm going to silence middle floor for sure. It's good. Cool. I'm looking for an extender on Burnout here. Hey, look, we found it. Hallow Drippings. Incredible. Great news. Weight of Contrition out. I will Frozen Lance middle, and Frozen Lance get rid of it. And I'll play the Remnant Host now because it is just purely a net positive. Our floor is loaded, by the way. I am here looking yet again for a... What is it? I'm looking for... I have this Wicked Blaze, huh? That's pretty cool. I'm looking for a space relic from this boss, for sure, I believe. I'm also going to kill Curse Man in the back on middle. I think it's correct to do so. Wicked Blaze back a drag. He at least hits, which I think is worthwhile. He does a good chunk to this guy. We clear top floor, so I'm not dying, which is excellent. Lady Bonks, which is great news. It looks pretty good, honestly. This floor looks like... I mean, don't take the Shattering Dark Shard middle. That's bad. Remnant Host bottom floor. I can Ice and Pyre upstairs, which is solid. I will Purifying Cleanse in front first. And now I'm Purifying Cleansing in the back. I need to work on middle floor. It scares me. Let's draw a card. Frozen Lands, go away. I do think double stack Drain into this Spell Marksman is correct here. Do I? How much damage am I doing? 46, 46, 46, 46. Plus enough rage. I don't actually think I hit this Quill Marksman right now. I'm going to drain him. Just mathematically, I'm pretty sure I don't get there right now. How are we looking upstairs? Oh, we get it. Wow, okay. All these curses are such a nightmare, man. Ugh. How does that work? Okay, lady does get it. I mean, I didn't run the math. This is one of the downsides of recording for YouTube, truly, but it's fine. We're clearing it, right? Crush. Oh, I can actually guarantee the middle setup. Hold up. I flash freeze 1. I mean, it's good to leave him up, right? Is the thing. Leave him standing. I'll Wicked Blaze back Big O Drago here. He takes some rounds. It's good to leave them up because I get more rage. So don't actually kill them. And then we flash freeze the boss, I think. Yeah, we're getting a lot of rage out of this, which I think is worthwhile. I get the Purifying Cleanse. It's excellent news. I get to put in the back now. Also excellent news. We flash freeze here. I do Frozen Lance the boss. I don't think I need this unit anymore. This Remnant Host did excellent, so we let him chill. And then top floor is looking solid. And I think we get through this. Yeah, we do. We are A-okay, in fact. It's just Ice and Pyre and then drain this man. And we're chilling. That's enough damage to win. Cool, great, in fact. I think this looks good. I might have to dupe that drain to some extent. Oh my god, it's Spike of the Stygian and I took first Hell Pact? Sign me up. Incredible. I could have endlessed the lady, by the way. Also an option. I need space here. Top floor is now doable. Yes. And I think we've kind of accommodated for everything. I'd love a plus 25, and these removals are nice. Let's go for it. That's pretty solid. Horde says, oh, buddy, Mark of an Exile. Yes, I would love if Rector was even bigger. He 1v1's Divinity now? Good grief. Yeah, he 1v1's Divinity. Harvest Rector pivot, actually. Okay, by the way. but with the front-loaded nature of the marks, we just take burnout 3. It's correct. Give me a -2. Yo. -2 on drain. Incredible. Purge. Another purge. Happy to do so. Get rid of the last frozen lance here. Very good. That's really solid. Let me take one moment. I mentioned this at the beginning of the episode. Is it a 10:30 a.m. meeting? Let me find out. Investigating. All right, we're okay on other stuff as far as shards go. I can cut cards. I think dropping cards like Crystallis are okay. I think we can really get away with redrawing fast. Right? The Wicked Blaze is backup, in my opinion. It's a good, important backup. I can't get rid of it. I think we drop this Crystallis, honestly. Like, we're getting rid of important cards, kind of. Kind of. What are my redraws, even? I mean, what is this? It's like, what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nope. Nope. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 cards on the redraw. I could probably... I mean, Offering Token is okay. When you have a deck this small, it just means that you're using it to get past the dead weight, which I think is good. Flash Freeze is low impact. Crystallis, I mean, I would just play Ice and Pyre more times, basically. I'm going to cut the Crystallis here. Incredibly. I do think I can improve my initial draws always by just dumping dregs here. I think getting rid of the Wicked Blaze would be a mistake, but it's also a really good permafrost target because I could just let it sit for good. Turns out it was a 10 a.m. meeting. So, as I was even predicting at the beginning of this, I did not want to have to pause in the middle of a run, but alas, we will have to do that. Look at me. I literally said I didn't want it to happen, and here it is, Rector, making the run complicated enough that it has to happen. So I cut this drag, don't forget it, and then I simply chill. And I will... For you, it will be but a second. For me, it will be probably but an hour. And I will return to you momentarily. We'll just leave it on this screen, and I'll be back. All right, and we are back. So, like I promised, it was a few seconds for you, several hours for me. So let's briefly recap what our deck is doing at this point. This is not for me, I swear. This is all entirely for you all. Yeah, for sure, totally. We've got Rector in burnout mode with double marks, so he hits like a truck. We've got 2 of these Paraffin Enforcers, which is important for things like scaling the floor. They have quick, and of course, their draft multi-strikes, and a +25, important. We have a very small deck, which is important, so that I can hopefully get everything out quickly. I additionally have a combo of double stack, -2 drain with a spike of the Stygian on first Hell Pact to enable a huge burst of sap. The goal being I want to make, the enemies not kill me. Specifically the Divinity, I think I'm probably going to be duping that drain when we hit ring 8. So there's that. We took space as well, so I can play this Endless Remnant Host in front as a chump blocker, which has been pretty effective, actually. Shockingly so. I mean, it's essentially like, 3 units in front that happily take those hits. So, okay, great. We see a +25. Excellent. I'm putting it into the Lady. That's pretty much exactly what I was looking for here. We love to see it. Note, I do have Guild Marker, so this is also cheaper. There's pretty strong likelihood I just spend a bunch of money on removals here, which will be good. Now, I could reroll and maybe give her a multi-strike, but in truth, she needs to be frontlining, and I think if she dies, we're going to struggle. So we're going to give her a +25 so she can take more damage on the important rounds. Okay, Temple. I do need to take things from the Temple. I'm going to get 15 or 10 from this dupe, right? Because if I dupe the Drain, that's 10. So there's that. And then I can take a 10 or a 15 from the next one, so we're good on shards. Glad to see that. I could remove a bunch of stuff here. We have a Purge already in 1 Frozen Lance, 2 of them consume. We're using our Refracting lens to save our lives, which is, you know, important. There is a lot of value in cutting cards, though. I have cut a number of things, including both of my Crystallises. Normally I wouldn't have done that, but it has been nice. Let's see. Flash Freeze is a good card. It deals with spikes enemies on random floors and things. It's pretty strong to hold on to. My redraws are, man, it's like, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 cards right now. So my redraws are see the entire deck in 2 turns, 2.5 turns, like 1.5 turns really, kind of. So we're fast. Every card I cut is an improvement here. The question then becomes, what cards are the most important here? Right? What cards do I actually want to see every time? Offering Token is fine. It essentially drops the dead weights. I mean, I could cut it, but it doesn't really do anything for me. I mean, it doesn't hurt, but it doesn't help, right? It's not helping me, and my run is not going in this direction. You take it prospectively because of things like you might go incants, and in which case Offering Token is a better incant than Dead Weight, so it's pretty good, and also possible synergies, but there is basically no world we're leaning that way. I'm currently holding on to the Wicked Blaze because there is a world where my draws are bad enough that I whiff hard and need to reform my floor, and this card may save the run, like full on save the run, so we're not cutting it. I'm gonna drop Offering Token. This reduces me to 9 cards in the deck. Ice and Pyre I need to hold on to until I see this last temple, because it is the optimal choice for things like 10 and piercing and plus 30s. I want to hold on to that for sure there. I could drop Flash Freeze. It's pretty low impact, but it is a good ping, right? It can do, what is that, 18 damage over 2 floors? I can kill a lot of things on lower floors with that. And then, of course, if I run out of options, there's the option to remove dregs to improve my initial draw through, which is not bad, but not as strong. I think I will cut the Offering Token simply because we're at a stage where every removal makes a difference, and this one isn't doing anything for me. So I'll drop that here. Now, that's 23 cards. We love to see that. I want to see how everything performs and what our draw situation is like. It's pretty likely that if I miss on the temple, I'm going to cut Ice and Pyre as well. Yeah. My magic shop is -1/-1 Wicked Blaze for sure. I think we're good to move on. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead. Cool. I think we beat this combat at 180 shards. Mark of Invasion. If I can get away with this, it's really good. There's a chance that I can. I'm going to take this Mark of Invasion. I think this is good. There are enough cards in this deck to answer things here. Excellent. In fact, we see the Frozen Lance that goes away. Beautiful. Gone. I put Dragon Front to take a hit. Yeah. I can then, and then it's 1, 2, I can fit everything else. Yeah, this takes the hit and is Ember Drain. We Rector. We Lady. Oh my gosh, Rector's a 218, which is disgusting. And then we Hallow Drippings here, and we should clear this now. Good. I can ping things out here. It's very strong to do so. Every consume is worth playing. I don't mind these hits. Ice and Pyre for sure here. It's a lot of burnout. I will heal her. Unnamed Tome. Pretty likely I'm putting this into the Pyre Wings here. I definitely don't want to do it upstairs because that's how you lose your 100 gold. So we can chill on it for now. The only hits we take are the Revenges or the Extinguishes here. Give me Okay, yeah, alright. We actually do get the kill, shockingly, which is pretty nifty. I do want to unnamed tome this lad. I want my Ember next turn. That's important to me. I can get a Dreg killed on middle. I want to crush bottom. Big swing. I am getting hit here, but it's okay. So I want to... He's doing 6 damage, which is optimal to me. Because it kills the host, which is good. That's harvest triggers for our Baron Lady. I may as well Wicked Blaze back the Dreg. It's fine. Well, I don't want to take this curse here. I'm just going to let it die, I suppose. And I'm going to chill on the spike for the moment. Definitely don't want to do it upstairs. I could do it somewhere else, but nah, it's fine. I think it's okay. We'll chill. Cool. I now am guaranteed to get my other friend. Good. Great news. We're going to be playing him. Immediately, you can kind of see the value of Flash Freeze here. Get this Dread killed for sure. We're going to drop the Draft in. The question is... Yeah, Remnant Host first. He's going to get hit. 10 times out of 10. Yeah, he swings that by 68. That's pretty darn good. We'll put the bigger hit in back. It's tough, man. It is tough. I play the Hallowed Drippings here. We're going to drain in the back for sure. I sadly cannot kill it. Tough. I mean, I take 50 damage here. Yeah, we're going to... I don't think I can kill him. I'm going to drain him to save a lot. So we work on... Kill one of these guys downstairs, for goodness sake. This saves, I don't know, 20 Pyre health here, which is a reasonable pickup, I think. He does 30 damage to me. He could have done 50, though. Middle is cleared. Good. Now, they are pretty strong. If I Ice and Pyre here, I think we actually kill him. Yeah, beforehand. This is good. I'm hoping the Rage will be strong enough. I will... Honestly, we gotta crush bottom. Look how they're all 3 upgraded here. Disgusting. And then I'm gonna Remnant Host in middle here. I will drain the guy in back, just in case. What do I see today? Okay, we do actually kill every enemy, which is incredible news. Very scary, but we do it. Cool. Good swing. I wish to heal the lady. I wish to extend burnouts here. We've stabilized, is what this shows me. And I think I wish to, shoot the man in the back here. The problem I'm immediately seeing... We're not going to deal with this whole wave, I don't think. Well, maybe so. Hold up. Maybe, right? We Wicked Blaze here. I bring back Big Dreg again. We definitely play him downstairs. Yeah, it's not terrible. Okay, we actually kill top floor, shockingly. So, very impressive. Now... Oh, I need to play out the Spike of the Stygian here. Just for sure that needs to happen. I lose my next turn. How do I feel about that? Honestly, I'm okay with it. Is, I think, the reality. We are fine. Sure, seems good. I let the man downstairs do it. No worries. I guess I do play the Remnant Host because we get swung on, right? Yeah, I take 6 to the floor, so yeah, that's fine. I could spike him and save this, but I think it's much more correct to spike the boss here. You spike him, we flash freeze him, and then we drain him. Although I should crush first, get my unit killed, then drain him. He has 16 sap suddenly, which is very strong. So even with the Ember Drain, big burnout happening. Don't play the Remnant Host, I don't think. And then we just drain this man and we win. Right? True. And there's no chance this guy wins at this point? Yeah, he can't beat me. In fact, we just drop Remnant Host and we chill. Cool. We did it. And then you drain him again. This is what I'm hoping Divinity will look like. I took a bunch of damage there. I mean, this is... The ramp is scary into the powers of 200 shard floors. We actually don't take damage. I guess it's kind of a wash. All of our consumes got offset by that one man doing 30 damage to me. Wax and Spike, resin removal. Wax and Spike is a really good burst here. For my floor, absolutely. I should click that for sure. Crystalline Seeds is not bad. Now this hurts my initial draw, but this is free Pyre health. How do I feel about that? My initial draw is important, especially if I'm going to look for drain. I think cluttering it with Crystalline Seeds is wrong. We're going to skip this. Okay, we got through with the trial. We're going to go for a dupe 10 times out of 10. Pyre health is nice. I'm looking for anything good. Waxer Snuffer is not as good as I'd like, but still pretty okay. It pops out 5 million enemies, which is neat. Let's look at the temple. Spell Chain? Okay. I mean, I'll Spell Chain the Crushing Demise. That is correct. You just blast the floor now, right? Yeah, that's for sure it. Intrinsic? Yeah, we're cutting Ice and Pyre here now. For sure, we are cutting Ice and Pyre. Intrinsic, not as good as I'd like. Spell Chain here, Crushing Demise, of course. Happy to see it. That just guarantees mini-bosses perish. Good. -1s. I mean, I should make cards free, so Wicked Blaze will go to 0 here. 20 in Consuming? I mean, that's a great way of dropping Flash Freeze, actually. Use it once, do a good job, it goes away. I could potentially put this into Ice Empire and blast an enemy, too. That's not bad. It's better than a removal, actually. Let's look at the Trinket Shop, because I could see something silly in the form of Lightstone Casing, right? And I'd like to make good choices based on that. So, Waxer Snuffer, are you actually worth this? I think I would rather spend all my money cutting the dregs here. Almost certainly, right? Waxer Snuffer is just Remnant Host. Yeah, I don't think it's that good, actually. I'll be honest with you, I just don't think it's that good. Melting Spout, Rationing Scales, nah, I'll reroll. Hell's Banners, I mean, yeah, okay, fair. That's more Ember for the X-Costers, we'll take it. Mold Braces, funny, actually. I mean, that's a pretty good pickup, actually. Being real with you, Armor to my front. I'll buy all 3 of these. I mean, Sigiled Seaweed is excellent. We click that, for sure. Absolutely. Hell's Banners, solid. I'll take it. I mean, I don't need it, but... Alright, we're going to dupe the Drain here. This is the correct choice, taking me to 205 shards. This will just, hands down, defeat Divinity, which is important. 20 in Consuming. I'm going to burn the Ice and Pyre here. I think Flash Freeze is marginally more useful. Kind of. That's tough. I'm going to 20 Consume Flash Freeze, actually. Once we ramp, I don't really need this back thing all that much, right? Well, I'm going to put it in Ice and Pyre. I've decided. It's fine. Permafrost is potentially really good. I can hold on to a card here. This is also kind of a removal without removing the card, right? So, like, putting this in Wicked Blaze is good because, I mean, I don't need to play this every time I see it. So that is a removal / a saving card that I can hold on to, which is good. I'll take that. And I'll reroll. 20 Consume again. I mean, I may as well, right? When in Rome or something like that. The Spike of the Stygian double stack is humongous here, actually. We for sure do that. That's incredible. 2 sap. The -1 here is actually probably in the Spike of the Stygian because now it's guaranteed to apply 6 sap even at 0. And it gets even sillier from there. Yeah, I'll take that. The 20 Consume, I mean, I may as well blast Flash Freeze, right? We just cut every card and drain all enemies to 0, and then crush every floor. Honestly, yeah, I love that. I'm gonna go over to the trinket shop. I do get value out of mold braces here. Hell's Banners is also pretty good. I mean, that's like 8 Ember. So there's certainly value in the X costs when they hit. It's pretty solid. I'm going to take... Removals on the dregs are pretty big. My initial draw is critical on the Divinity. And every single one of these that gets dropped is big. So it's going to be dreg, gone here for sure. And now, with 22 cards in my deck, I have 3 cards that answer Divinity fast. Do I value cutting another dreg here? Or do I think Hell's Banners provides more value overall? Only matters on turns with the X-costers. Or do I think Mold Braces is going to save the run? Tough. A very difficult decision. I think the removals are probably best. Yeah, I think we cut the dreg here. Obviously, we have no targets for random Wicked Blaze, but I don't care. I'm just going to have that card permafrosted unless I desperately need it. It's basically removed. So we're going to drop this dreg. We're going to go to 21 cards, as low as we can. And I think we're good. 205. Now, next question. Intrinsic. I could have intrinsicked the spike of the Stygian, but I think this was more valuable overall. There was the world you do the Hell's Banners, Spike of the Stygian, intrinsic play to get Ember for an initial burst, and with the double stack, you might be at enough stat to turn off the boss immediately. That might have been a more consistent play, in fact. Yeah, that's maybe that was better. Maybe. I think we've answered the questions. There might have been a better choice wedged in these decisions. I'm open to comments if you think you have an opinion on that. But I think that would have been a more consistent play, but a weaker play. But it might be enough to guarantee you to get to your drains, right? But I am drawing fast, right? And with the heal, that's a 4th card that buys me time. I think we'll be okay. 205 out of 100, let's move on. I think we've got it. Yeah. I think we've got it. I mean, I don't think Chase stands a chance, is like my immediate response here. I don't think he gets it. We're just going to play everything out, right? It's Lady, Paraffin Friend, Rector, you Hallowed Drippings here. 8 Sap, 40 Frostbite. I mean, I think that's a waste to do it on Chased. He's just going to cut it, right? Right. I'm going to save the Hallow Drippings, probably. Yeah, I think so. He goes up. We do get guarantees on boosts here. Nothing hits me. We got a silence on middle, which I appreciate. That's pretty decent. I play Paraffin Friend. Another silence. 330 damage on this turn is really strong. I do think I need to respect these guys until I have ramped a bit, though. So let's... Well, I can hold the unnamed tome. Let's drain Lightwings first. Yeah. Let's do that. It's good when Chase goes up there. It's bad when Chase cuts my Floor's Rage. Yeah, don't love that. Rue, that's a lot of damage. Now, I don't have an answer to this necessarily. Let's Frozen Lance. That's first. Now, I could crush here and burn my floor. The alternative is I can drain this guy in the middle, so I'm taking far less damage overall. It becomes, what, like 11 by 222 plus 30. It's 52 damage. It's a disgusting amount of damage. I think we are going to crush once middle. Only a 150 here. I think I crush again middle, honestly, because Chase has to go back upstairs. Yeah, and I'm going to accept all of this damage. I do think I need to play the Remnant Host here. Yeah, and now I'm going to extend burnouts on the floor in meaningful ways. The silence, I mean, I'm gonna burn this silence, I guess. I don't feel like redrawing it here. Yeah, and then I'm going to drain in the middle here. We take a whole bunch of damage, but I mean, you have to remember, this is why we kept all that life. And this is Refracting Lens as our backline solution, basically, is Monster Train right now. Now, I do Ice and Pyre this man into the Oblivion, I believe. That's pretty good. Cool. I like that. I get a Wicked Blaze on lock. I think I need to Flash Freeze middle to end that fella, or else this is going to overstack in a very bad way for me. I also think this is for sure a Wax and Spike turn. Plus 40 is a huge swing here for my multi-strikers. Absolutely. Good. Now, Remnant Host middle does do 20 damage. I'll take it, honestly. It does enough. Now, cutting my everything, not great. Not a big fan. I could spike him in the back. I think we need to crush middle. He got frozen. Or silenced, rather. I could do this by putting the Remnant Host in the back and save this 15. Am I strong enough right now to do that? I think so, actually. Because he punches, right? Now the problem is, he lives, is not ideal. I don't need his scaling right now. Right. Right. Let's crush middle again. This, because Chase has to go back up. We can, I guess we can Hallow Drippings this floor. I need to heal, for sure. 20 sap and 100 frostbite on this turn. Maybe the next time I see it. That's a lot of sap, though. 26 sap if I drop all this in. He goes to 13, then cuts it again to 6. It's not really worth it, right? No, I don't think so. I do think there's value in just sapping upstairs here. Yeah, and we just let the rest happen. It's fine. Okay. Now we have a thing in the back punching, which is hilarious to me. I do get the healing here. Very strong. Okay, that's an interesting turn. I think I do wish to... Well, I don't really need to do anything here. We're going to get 4 hits on this next turn. We might be scaled enough. I do carry over some Frostbite, but this is not a good Spike of the Stygian turn, right? Well, I don't think I'm ever going to get one now. But I do think the double drains are going to be good. Or, you know, a single drain is fine. I'm just going to take the 50 Frostbite here. I think it'll have to be okay, right? Maybe. I don't know, actually. I could have maybe done this if I'd kept the Flash Freeze, but we've gotten to the point where I'm redrawing just like nothing, so it doesn't actually matter. Sure, burn that card, don't feel like looking at it. We do 700 here. He cuts me one more time, not great. Do I clear this floor? Man, almost. I almost clear this floor. Unreal how I still don't. Now, I should crush middle. Ah, it's a tough crush. I think I do it again. That's a good crush, yes. I could spike to save 15 here, or I could just take 5. Kind of an interesting question. Don't really know the right answer to that. Look at this. This Remnant Host in the back saving me an additional 15 damage. I could... How do I feel about the spike here? I can do a lot of damage to this man with it. I think, honestly, let's just save the damage, is the truth about this. I'm okay with it, and I think we get the kill. So I'm going to now drain the boss into the ether, I think. And we chill on that. Yeah. I think that we'll get this now. He doesn't cut it anymore. We crush middle twice, which is strong. I attempt a double drain here. I will do the purifying cleanse. It's correct to do so. We do 1 drain. We do 2 drains. 19 day or sap. He's going to be dead. Cool. We crush his floor now. Excellent. We drain. We drain. 30 sap is a winning number. Okay, we get it. I mean, obviously we win this now. He doesn't even swing at this point. Yeah, good job. So, 73, I think we're down 7 hit points on the combat, but we super win this. I think we get a lot. We're a lot better off on the Divinity here, for sure. Right, yeah, 7 damage down on the combat. No buffs here. It's okay. I didn't really need them. I would have taken blank pages because you could see some stupid things there, but it's fine. We should be good here as well. Now, this is where that other idea I had might be stronger. I mean, we just play it, right? Wickless, Lady, Rector. I play 1 Hallow Drippings out of the gate here, and we're going to just chill on that. Fine. A bit weak, but okay. A weak start. And we are okay here, right? Yeah, I do... Draft. I could do 6 sap here by relying entirely on the first Hell Pact, and I think I will, right? A crush middle is correct. Yeah, that's a good crush. I will just take the sap upstairs because it knocks this man down to doing 0s to me, which I value quite a bit. The enemies here will hit me, which is good. I still take a damage, which is not good. I can stop it with the... Yeah, okay, I've got options. I do need to get hit here, incredibly, because of burnout problems. Well, I could maybe get away with it, right? Interesting. Do I just take, what, 2 damage here? It's not a problem. I don't actually mind that. How do I feel about mid-floor? We're definitely leaking something there. I could Frozen Lance 1 guy out down bottom. Mid-floor scares me. I don't think Silence stops the Clipped Shaman from healing. Just stops him from doing what he wants to do. I think... Flash Freeze this middle guy? Yeah, he still hits me, sadly. I kind of expected that. I think the heal is important. The Remnant Host here. I think we do want to Burnout Extend in the back. No risks here, right? I might not draw something next turn, and I think this would be a tragedy. We can play the Remnant Host. This buys me time, which is good. I'm going to take 6 Pyre damage here to... And they didn't get silenced. I should wait. I should wait on that for sure. I should also consider Frozen Lancing middle. Yeah, because if I redraw the Ice and Pyre here, I can clock them. And I will take this 6 and we'll be okay, right? 6 damage. That sucks. These are the scariest waves. Yeah, I mean, mid-floor crunches, but you see, I drew the friggin' Ice and Pyre. I am a genius. I am a true genius. Yeah, play that Remnant Host. Needs to tank this hit so badly. Good. Ice and Pyre is huge here. It clears the whole floor. The whole bloody floor. Incredible. Now, what scares me more? Chains? Pretty scary. Oh yeah, play the Hallow Drippings, by the way. 100%. Chains is pretty scary. Or am I scared of this upcoming floor? This upcoming floor might blast me. Let's just be real about that. Might hard blast me. I think I respect these tanks. I think if we don't, we lose. This floor is the scariest floor by far. Just hard stop. Yeah, hard stop. Cool, top floor is good. 10 sap is enough to turn him off. I'm going to start sapping the Clipped Guardian here, who is the most likely to walk on me. Top floor looking considerably better here. Okay. Hitting the Waxen Spike is outrageously good. Yeah, I mean, I'm going to be real with you. Silencing this floor was correct. Just full-on correct. Great, and I can just... I mean, actually, I could do even better if I Frozen Lance here on the front. We might be able to clock the back dude now. No, we can't. I can save that damage still. I mean, I'm going to play Waxen Spike here. Huge swing of damage. That punches through a lot. Now, how do I feel about chains? Am I going to do... Oh, yeah, I mean... 300 between the two drafts, and then 300 from Rector kills this man. Yeah, cool. So now it's more on the Divinity here. Cool, great. And I think we stabilize from this position, is what it comes down to. Yeah, top floor is good. Cool, great. In fact, you play the weight. I crush one middle because, yeah, okay, killing one guy is good. We crush bottom twice. Great, that cleans that up a bit. We play the Remnant Host again. I do need to heal my floor a little bit. Worry about the fellas who are taking hits here. Good, great. Honestly, it could not have gone better. Vengeful Shard is now in my way, sadly. I don't think we're even getting hit upstairs, so this is going to cause burnout challenges. I don't feel like farming armor on middle, so let's just Remnant Host downstairs. It's okay. He's not going to do anything. It's fine. We just double drain here. Yeah. Double drain. 25 snap. I mean, we went off the back of this. I've already cleared middle enough, or bottom rather. Sadly, Crushing Demise coming up. We clear top floor in glorious fashion. I should heal my floor a little bit. Every little bit matters here. I could crush, or rather Remnant Host upstairs. I don't think I need to here. I think it is a mistake to do so. We are easily clobbering this upcoming floor as well. Yeah, they never swing. Our back guys are 1-2, 1-2. And Divinity never does anything. We just play it bottom, I think, and then we drain this man again, and we just win off the back of drain, really. Cool. At this point, I'm really just using the tomb for armor. Man, that sucks. Absolvers. It's okay. We definitely win here. So I should crush middle just to speed up my draws here. Great. Oh, interesting. Something actually hits me for 16? Really? What hits me for 16 here? Oh, this guy in the back swings? Oh yeah, because it takes 800. I mean, that's great because I can actually just play the Remnant Host up front now. Great work. We drain twice here, and we're chilling. Cool. Alright, good job. Go team. Excellent work. We take 3 curses here, but I get all my embers, so I kind of don't care. We definitely win. Look at us, we did it. Exceptional news. I just play 3 curses because they're in my way. I put the Remnant Host up here. He burns out because of course he does. My entire floor is at full health because of course it is. Sure, great work. Cool, this is a straightforward win then. Good job. Even though I had such a huge gap here, we did an excellent job overall. Though that floor, classic is my description of it. For the record, by the way, Refracting Lens saved this run multiple times over. In many combats, my backline clearing solution was, I don't know, just leak 50 damage to the Pyre, I'll get it back. Like, that's a ridiculous notion. Refracting Lens, easy to underestimate. Best relic in the game, pretty close to it. Let's go to the run summary. Just think, I almost skipped Refracting Lens, and this would have been such a much more stressful run as a result. But yeah, seriously, I mean, just I can't even look and demonstrate how much damage I was taking. Like 40 damage from Harvesters of Death, 35 from Clip Tormentors. We were missing answers here, right? And our answer was, I don't know, we got enough Pyre health to make it work, right? It's all about Refracting Lens, is really this run. I could talk about Remnant Host, the lady with a Baron infusion, the draft. You've seen this burnout floor before. This run is all about Refracting Lens. Just how much healing am I getting? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 9. 45 health per combat seems good. Yeah, that's the name of the episode for sure. Big front and center, refracting lens, let's go. That does bring us up to 15 runs on the series. You look at this, 4 hours and 53 minutes for the run, me just sitting there on that screen. At least it was only an hour and 35 for you. That's not too bad. But yeah, like I said, 15 on the series, great news. And I'll let you go there. So, hey, thanks a lot for watching this. I really appreciate your time. As always, you can give the video a like or a dislike if you want. You can subscribe to the channel if you want to see more. And stay tuned for what's next. Take care, folks.